Hello everyone, Tina Spalding Trance Channel here. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2021. So I thought I would do a video for you all today and see what Jesus and perhaps Ananda has to say to us today. Let's see what they have to say. We're with you again, dear ones. We are Ananda. We are a group consciousness. We are here to assist you in your ascension process. We are here to help you understand how your mind works. We are here to help you understand how your guidance system works. We are here to help you understand how your world works. And so we come to you on this auspicious day by invitation from our dear one. That is what we call this being, our dear one. She is very, very dear to us, and we have been hanging out with her for a very, very long time, 8.5 of your earth years, as you call them. And we want you to understand that our entire purpose for coming all those years ago was to bring information through this being to you that would assist you in understanding what is happening to your planet at this time. When we came through to this being so long ago, we told her that there would be a time on your planet when beings would be wandering the streets not knowing what to do. That time has not yet come. You are merely working up to it. There are going to be events happening in this coming year that are going to be shocking, and they are going to be shocking, and they are going to be bewildering for many beings who have been living within what you call the matrix. The matrix is the illusory world of propaganda that has been created on your planet. Now, when we speak about propaganda, what do we mean? We mean information that is brought to you as the truth, which is not the truth. Information that is brought to you to get you to do things that you would not normally do. And so, for example, as you are ensconced in your houses for yet another round of what you call lockdowns, we want you to understand that this has been accomplished through propaganda. The information systems that bombard you with that information are promoting action based on nefarious stories. So when you are looking at the world at this time, we want you to truly understand the power of propaganda. This is one story. In your world, you have many, many stories that have been promoted by your mass media systems. From your television shows promoting certain beauty standards, from your blockbuster movies teaching you how wars are won, battles are lost, heroes and heroines are created. These are propaganda stories, and they permeate your society tremendously. What you are going through the beginning stages of right now, yes, and this is just the beginning of this transformation of your society. As you are going through the beginning stages of this transformation of your society from 3D to 5D, all 3D structures are going to tumble. All 3D beliefs that maintain those structures are going to be questioned. You have begun that questioning process already in 2020, the year you will never forget, we say. That process has begun. There was a compliance aspect in the early part of the year, bewilderment, perhaps confusion, not knowing what was going on. But as you have traveled through the later months of this year just passed, we are now in 2021, you have begun to awaken to the idea that there is something not quite right. Well, we will tell you, dear ones, there is a lot not quite right on your planet, and the ruling elites have managed to, through their propaganda systems, convince most of the world that the world is not the way it actually is. The world itself is an abundant, vibrant, rich environment that provides you with all that you need. And what has happened over the last few centuries on your planet is that you have become more and more disconnected from the abundance that this earth naturally gives all of the residents that reside upon her. The systems that have been set up intervene between you and the wealth that this earth provides, the nourishment, the food, the potential food, the water supplies, all of these things. Governmental agencies have been inserted between you and your planet. And it is these government agencies that are corrupt. It is these government agencies that are untruthful. And it is these government agencies that are going to begin to become exposed over the coming years. You are going to begin to see a destruction of the old, not through warfare, but through lack of support coming from the people. The governments that have been at play orchestrating these systems that interfere with your ability to provide for yourselves, that interfere with your ability to travel freely around this planet, these systems are going to be disintegrating because the people, you, are going to begin to withdraw your support from those systems. These systems can only survive if you give them the energy that they need. What we want to encourage all of you to begin to do is to stop seeking salvation from your governments. Stop seeking salvation from that which you have always known, your job or the banking system or the petrochemical system. We want you to begin to invest not only your money, but your intelligence, your ideas, and your time and your creativity into a world that you want to live in, into a world that is good, true, free, creative, and loving. This is what the Ascension program is pushing you towards. It is pushing you towards love and away from restriction and fear. So if you are watching this video and you have been feeling restricted and fearful, we want you to understand that that is not necessary. It is not necessary to believe what the propaganda systems of your planet tell you. It is very much like questioning your own thoughts. Do not believe every thought you have. Some of them are not deserving of your belief. Some of them are being generated from ideas in the mind that are untrue, unloving, unhealthy. Those beliefs generate thoughts, and if you believe those thoughts, then it becomes true for you. If you believe that eating junk food is okay, which is what your propaganda systems tell you by commercials on television, if you believe that thought, oh, eating junk food is okay, I'm not going to pay any price for that, then you will begin to eat junk food, and you will pay a price for it because it's a lie. You do pay a price for eating junk food. But you do not have to believe the propaganda. They can say to you, eat junk food. It's not going to hurt you. In fact, it's going to make you popular and happy. And you can look at your experience of observing other people eating too much junk food and say, you know what, this is not true. I am not going to believe this. And I am certainly not going to act in accord with this. This is what you need to start doing with your government propaganda systems. You need to start looking at the fruits of the tree that they are selling you the seeds of. What are the fruits of this tree that the government is telling you you should eat? Unemployment, poverty, stress, isolation, control. These are not the fruits of a loving tree. These are not the fruits of a tree that you want to have growing in your backyard. Stop eating those fruits. Start nurturing the tree of freedom, the tree of creativity, the tree of free association, the tree of unfettered travel. How do you do that, you ask yourselves? Well, first of all, you just stop listening to the government spiel. You just turn it off. You just say enough. That alone is going to free up your mind to get proper guidance. You don't have to know what that guidance is going to be. What you have to know is that you do not want the snake oil they are selling, And so you are going to shut the front door in their face and say, I'm not even listening to you, snake oil salesman. Immediately you do that, you will free up your mind for guidance. You don't even have to do anything more than that. Turn off the government propaganda. Propaganda only works if you willingly accept it and practice it and let it repeat itself over and over and over again. What we would like you to do is to choose freedom, first of all, by saying, I choose to be free of propaganda. I choose to be free of fear-mongering. These are not beings that I align with. I align with courageous beings, truthful beings, beings that are loving and kind. I do not align with these beings. Therefore, do not listen to them. And you will find that your mind will begin to heal itself. It will begin to tune into more loving frequencies. It will begin to imagine more loving futures. It will begin to see and feel and know the truth. Because you are saying, that's a lie. No, I want the truth. Yes. When you say with your free will, I want the truth, yes, the truth will come to you. It will come to you through inspiration, dream, coincidence, synchronicity, these kinds of things. So this is the assignment that we give you this year. Turn off your mass media systems and reconnect to nature, reconnect to your own feeling self, reconnect to intuition, reconnect to each other, and understand that humans have weathered many, many catastrophes on this planet. You are constantly bombarded with bacteria and viruses and all kinds of things that you survive absolutely fine. Yes, there are those of you that die on this planet. There always have been, there always will be. But the numbers are no different last year than they were previous years. In fact, some of the previous years had higher numbers. How is that possible, you say, when there is a global pandemic? It is possible because not everybody is telling the truth. We are Ananda. We want to keep it simple today. Turn off your mass media systems. If you are curious about information about what's going on in the world, there are some suitable alternative media programs, but we would like you to even do these with a very, very restrained attitude. Your life is your consciousness reflecting back to you. If nothing bad is happening in your life, understand that you should relax. Understand that you should create. Understand that you should be joyful. If the only way you know that something is happening is by watching television or going on your computers, it's not happening in your world per se, you are poking your nose in where it should not be. Stay in your own lane, stay in your own life, stay in your own consciousness, listening to your guidance system, feeling your way towards that which you want more of. This is going to make 2021 a much better year for you. We are Ananda, we are your guides and teachers, and now we pass our dear one over to Jesus so he can have a few words for you this New Year's Day. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we wish you a happy new year. And it will be a happy new year if you decide it's going to be a happy new year. That is what we want to bring onto the table this day. We want you to understand that it is your choice whether to be happy or not. The world is neutral. Things happen. Trees blow in the wind. Creatures move back and forth. The tides move back and forth. The seasons change. The world is neutral. It is neither good nor bad. But if you say it is bad, it becomes bad. If you say it is good, it becomes good. There are many of you that are looking at what's happening on your planet now saying, well, we cannot call this bad. We think the government's doing a great job. There are others that say, we cannot call this good. We do not think the government is doing a great job. So you have what you call 50-50 split. In that 50-50 split, you are going to see the bifurcation of your planet. You are going to see in the coming year an increased separation between those who are buying the snake oil and those who are not buying the snake oil. And they are going to begin to live very, very different lives. And this is going to lead to an even further bifurcation where those that are in the higher frequencies are going to be getting information, encounters, guidance that those in the lower frequencies of fear and death are not going to receive. And so those in the higher frequencies will get the information they need to help them live a beneficent life. Make sure that you are in that frequency set. Make sure that you are not obsessed with death and sickness. These are two of the lowest forms of thought that a human can entertain. Entertain health and life and excitement about the future as your frequency. This is what is going to tune you up into the realms where our advice lies, where our guidance lies, where that guidance of the beneficent non-physical teachers that are helping your planet at this time lies. So it is a time to, well, we will say, ignore reality a little bit. If you are in an environment, for example, where you are restricted, your movements are restricted, your behaviors are restricted, once again, we say to you, what can you do? You can imagine, you can create, you can invent, you can do so much. And everything that is material on your planet started as an idea. Everything, even you, are an idea in the mind of God. So when you start entertaining new ideas, new thoughts about how you'd like to live, where you'd like to live, do not look at reality and say, I don't know how to make this happen. Look to your imagination, look to your visioning and say, this is how humans have made everything happen. They get an idea, it starts to attract opportunities to them, it starts to attract like-minded people to them, and then they begin to act on their passion. They begin to act in accord with that new vision. This is our recommendation for you going into 2021, because the old is going to start to look very decrepit, very unstable. It is not going to be what you want, but don't let it drag you down. Don't let it deceive you into believing that all is lost. All is not lost. You are creator gods. You are made in the image of God. That means you're creative, you're freedom-seeking, and you are loving. Make sure that you are aligned with those three words: freedom-seeking, kind, and loving. You will thrive the more you align with those qualities. We want to wish you a happy new year. We want to wish you the self-realization and the knowing that you are creator, powerful creators, that you have the ability to shift and change that which you see manifested in front of you. What's manifested in front of you has come from past ideas and thoughts. If you don't like it, do not try and change the manifested. Change your mind into thinking and feeling in new ways, focusing on the new earth that you want to bring into being. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again soon. All right, thank you for joining me today. I just want to remind you that my latest book, A Year of Forgiveness, is available on Amazon.ca and Amazon.com, or you can order it from your local bookstore, which is also a lovely idea, supporting them as through these tough times. I'd also like to remind you about our Channeling Jesus community, which is thriving and growing, and we have hundreds and hundreds of videos there for you to enjoy that you have not seen before. It's a really wonderful place to come and share your visions about A Course in Miracles, about spirituality, and all of those sorts of things. So I'll put the links to those in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe. There are going to be more videos coming this year. Thank you for joining me today. Happy New Year, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.